Hey everyone, Uncle D here to remind you that if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, that helps us out a lot. Or if you're listening to us on one of the multiple platforms we're currently on, please leave a review, comment, anything you can do that helps us. The other thing that I implore you to do, if you please would be to make sure to tell your friends about it, tell anyone you like about it, just because word of mouth helps us grow the most. It means a lot to us. Getting your response means a lot to us, hearing the feedback. Without further ado, here's the episode.
Dude, I want to have a baby, but none of you fuckers want to fucking fuck me. God.
I will cream pie the hell out of you, Nick.
Except for you,
All
Kane.
right, that's
I'm
what
not
we're
saying
starting
that.
off. Hello,
Person
Internet.
I
We're
wanna
starting off
fuck is
today
you.
with Kane cream pieing the hell out of Nick.
I don't like that mental image.
That sucks. As usual.
I don't like that either.
As usual, I'm one of your hosts, Uncle D, alongside my fellow CD members, starting with Tristan.
Howdy.
Preston.
What the hell? I was moaning, but it wasn't picking up on the mic.
Stark.
Man, you're really weak motor, ain't you?
Your background noise filter.
Hell,
on.
Preston, they weak as hell.
You're weak as hell.
Following Stark, we got us a Kane.
Yodi.
What the fuck did you just say?
I said yo.
Did you say Yodi?
I did not. I did not. Not
I
like
think you
that.
said Yodi.
Fucking dirty
Editing-
liars.
That was
Editing
the
Dylan, repeat that 3 times if you said Yodi.
Yodi. Yodi. Yodi.
We got Sack, Dijon.
Yo, what up, boys?
We got Nick.
Just play the Better Call Saul theme here.
Wow.
I'll just play the opening chord. And then we got William.
What's up?
All right. I don't have a good opener for today. So if somebody else does.
Shit.
Bananas. Are they an herb or a fruit?
No.
Are they an herb?
Don't hit me with this shit at the beginning of the podcast.
Did you just ask if bananas are a herb?
Yes,
No, I asked if they were an herb.
Are they a herb?
Are they an herb or a fruit?
Herb is a name. Herb is is what he said.
Oh, okay, sorry. They're
Nick's herbs. Nick's herb.
herb.
Herbs and nicks.
They're fucking fruit.
Okay.
You're fucking
That's
fruit.
like you.
Fuck. No wait.
Yeah,
Was
bananas are.
bananas vegetable? Was it the? Fuck. Okay, hold on.
They contain
My
seeds.
dude,
They're
you're
a
struggling
fruit.
hard, ain't you?
Was it the?
Hey
Was it?
guys, welcome to
It
the
was-
CD podcast. Today
Dude,
we're going to talk about
no
something less incompetent. Okay. We're gonna
Don't
have
worry.
Some smart sense to
No, we
say,
aren't.
some good topics.
We will have some.
Don't worry
smart
to any
things
new
say,
listeners.
hopefully.
We do get funnier. Not by much, but we do get funnier.
No, we actually get more serious, but we start funny. So, fun fact: this is the funniest it is all episode. Be prepared for a sad shit.
Oh boy.
This is nothing but sad.
Would you guys
Talk about
rather
it.
be a strength build or a dex build in real life?
I already am a strength build, so a dex build.
Let's be honest. Kane's not a strength build for one. You're just one of those dudes who has everything equipped at once because you don't know what to pick.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Let's just say he's fat rolling.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Man.
thinking.
Wow.
Come on, man.
I'm
listen,
sorry.
man. I have all the poise that I need to fight the 4 kings. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Man, I wasn't asking you to make fucking Dark Souls references. I was just asking if you want to be really strong or really agile.
Yeah, I wasn't asking you to make some fucking stupid video game joke, dude.
Yeah.
Be more mature.
Yeah, Kane. Why did you make the stupid video game joke?
I don't know, man.
Be more mature, dude.
Okay,
Honestly,
sorry.
you really,
Be
really dragging us down here.
He's trying to relate to the 1% of our audience that plays Dark Souls.
Kane's a 1%er.
Dude, we have
What the
1% of an audience. No way.
What the deuce?
Excuse me.
What the deuce,
What the
deuce
hell?
notch?
What the
swag punch?
fuck?
Swag punch a bitch.
That's indeed what the joke I was going for.
Dude, you're so comic and clever.
I know.
Everyone
I'm
should go
the
on to
funniest.
Bungie.net and follow Swag Punch. Befriend him on Destiny 2.
And then report me.
Report him.
And then report him. Yeah. I can't wait for
I can't wait to get banned in Destiny because a bunch of people randomly report me.
that would be funny.
Honestly,
that'd be
it'd good for
really
you. You might
funny.
walk outside. It'd be good for you.
That would be a really funny Mario.
Yeah.
Speaking
yeah.
of Mario,
That's Mario. Yeah, let's talk about Mario, Who here has any form of hope for the Mario movie?
Absolutely.
I do
dude.
because Chris Pratt's playing Mario.
I think Bowser is gonna steal the show, but
Yeah, Jack Black is
he's got-
Bowser. I
he's got
think it
some
was
promise.
actually really
Yeah.
good.
Honestly, that was a really good pick of them. Put Jack Black as Bowser.
I still love the edit that somebody did where it's just Bowser looking at that and he just fuck you.
You fucking dick. Always
I've only seen the YouTube poop versions of the trailer. I've only seen the versions where Bowser goes no, and then
You fucking dick. I love it.
I haven't seen the real trailer yet.
The one thing I really like about the trailer so far is the end. It looks really good, like just visually appealing.
Yeah, I unironically think it's going to be a decent movie, but people are going to be thrown off by the fact that Mario
White
sounds
white
like
guys
Mario.
playing an Italian man.
I don't know. I think
sorry,
it's kind
do
of
you
messed
think
up during
Italian people are
Heritage
black?
Month that they're not going to make them Italian.
How dare you think black people can't be Italians as well?
Okay, you know what? You're okay. You caught me there.
Where did
Hey,
the original
how
Italian
can't be
name
Italian
name?
because black people
Racist.
can also be
Here in
Jewish,
Africa.
said by Kanye
I
West.
can't
Oh
be
my
racist.
god, the Kanye West thing, dude.
Oh,
Good lord.
Black people can be Jewish. Black
Kanye's-
people can also be Italian.
Kanye's schizophrenic ranting on Instagram is funny as
Who
hell.
all here
He's-
hasn't
he just
heard what
keeps
he
going
said?
down. He just keeps going down.
Who all
Very
real
funny.
quick? Who all here hasn't heard what he said on Twitter?
What he said?
It wasn't me. I haven't heard it.
Kanye had his account's restricted now because he went on and was like, I'm sleepy, but when I wake up, I'm gonna go DEFCON, not DEFCON, DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Direct quote.
He said that.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
that.
and then
say
he was
that.
like, the best part is you guys can't even claim that I'm being anti-Semitic because black people are original Jews.
Dude,
What?
Kanye.
Fuck?
Come on,
Fucking
man.
fucking
Like I said,
Elon
he's just falling down.
welcomed him back to Twitter. So people are blowing up on Elon, being like, "This is what his Twitter is going to look like if he gets the purchase."
I thought he wasn't
Okay,
interested in purchasing
I'll
Twitter
unironic.
anymore.
I'll be unironic here. That's the kind of Twitter I want to see: celebrities being batshit, so I can laugh at them.
Okay, just look at
It would
Chris
be the
Chan.
good reality.
He's basically a celebrity.
Who?
Chris Chan.
Oh, Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt when he
Oh,
said that thing about Italians.
Yeah.
Okay, but
when he said,
It was.
I'm
Did
a
you? It was that
Mario.
actually a real thing, or were you just fucking with us whenever you said that?
No, it's a fake tweet, but it's
Okay.
still a tweet.
said
Of,
that.
"What's a
He
fake
said
tweet?"
that.
there's a
Chris
fake
Pratt being
tweet of
racist?
Chris Pratt saying that he was in New York and a fat fuck Italian came out of a Starbucks and threw up on his shoes, and he was like, "I fucking hate New York. Place is crawling with." You got to censor that because it's a slur, but
Okay.
I never knew that was a slur. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I've never
That's
heard
an
anybody ever
Italian
say that.
slur.
Yeah, I guess.
it's a fake tweet, but
Is
it's
it a fake
really
slur?
funny.
We don't have any
I've heard
Italian
an
listeners.
Italian slur, but I've never heard that as an Italian slur.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure it's
honestly,
real.
that is the first time I've heard that as a slur in general. To be honest, I think you're lying, Preston.
I think you're the dumbest person I know.
I think you're lying.
Yeah, no, he's right. It's not spelled. It's not spelled that way.
I think he's lying, man.
Nah.
I had to look it up.
I know that he understands his slurs.
I understand my slurs pretty well.
You understand
Slurs you
one
know are the
slur
ones
very
you
well.
say in genuine hate.
The only ones I say in genuine hate are "fuck you, fucking dick."
Yeah, okay.
Curse word. Where we all know that you're only familiar with one fucking slur.
I think the Mario movie is gonna be better than it looks. I just think people are gonna be really off put by the voices.
Dude, Chris Pratt as Mario is gonna be weird. That's all I know. It's a me, Mario.
I am excited about
No, I
Charlie Day
can't do a Chris Pratt
Luigi.
voice. Wait, what?
Luigi and Seth Rogen for Donkey Kong are both really funny picks.
Wait. Charlie Day Luigi? Charlie Day as Linguini? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Charlie Day is Lugia.
Lugia? He's playing Lugia? You
Yeah.
got the Lugia role?
Yeah, he got the Lugia.
That's my
Heck yeah.
that's my favorite.
Dude, John Cena as Kyogre? That's gonna be a sick movie.
That's a dream cast.
it's specifically Gen 3 Pokemon, like the video game movie.
Sounds like we're making a sequel to fucking Detective Pikachu at this point.
Who
Who's
plays
playing
Rayquaza
Gordon?
though?
More like Detective Penis Chew. Got him.
Anyways, who voices Rayquaza in that film?
Rayquaza
who
can
would play a
talk?
good green guy? Oh, Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe.
I was gonna say Don Cheadle.
The green guy.
Who can play a green guy? That's
He's
true,
played a
dude.
mean
Willem
green
Dafoe.
guy.
The green feller.
That fucking meme going around about Joji seeing his pink guy suit in the closet.
I saw a version of that meme that said, "You know, Kanye's MAGA hat's in his closet, talking to him like the Goblin Mask."
That's fucking good.
So, I've been rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm almost done with it. And I guess it kind of leads me to a question: what are shows that you grew up with that had like longer lasting effects on you as a person?
Tom and Jerry.
Evangelion.
I already got to back up. What do you? How did Tom and Jerry have long lasting effects on you?
Random violence is okay.
Never trust anyone.
Never trust a
Mom would drop me on my hay and I fold like an
Violence is
accordion.
funny.
You fold like an accordion. Yeah.
drop.
That's why
like an
when he
accordion.
stubs his toe, he goes.
He stubs his toe. It sounds like somebody hit an accordion with a car. I'm funny.
Good today?
Everyone give him a round of applause.
Very, very funny.
So for me, it's really
Courage the Cowardly Dog Show.
I forgot all about that show, to be honest
No,
with you.
Courage-
You guys
That
ever
show
seen
fucking-
Super Jail?
that
Dude?
show
Super Jail. I
fucked me
fucking
up.
That show was
Super
fucking
Jail.
awesome.
I remember watching Super Jail whenever I was like fucking, I don't know, 12 and being so.
I watched it younger than I should have, but fuck, man, that show was
I've
sick.
never seen Super Jail.
Warden was cool.
The warden was cool as hell.
See, all the
Courage
ones that
fucked me
were
up.
really important to me were narratively driven, like Avatar, Teen Titans.
Teen Titans was goated as hell.
Even
It
like
was.
Naruto means
Still
a
is,
lot
to
to
be
me.
honest.
Even though there's anime I like more than Naruto. Naruto means a lot to me.
I never watched very much anime, but I can't remember who. I think it was Preston that recommended One Punch Man. I enjoyed that.
I think it was.
Might
You
have
gotta watch
been.
Cowboy
It
Bebop.
might have
man.
been.
That's a
I
Cowboy
classic.
Bebop is
Cowboy
good.
Bebop
Here's
is
the
an
thing,
absolute
though.
classic.
There's nothing wrong with Cowboy Bebop, but I want to point out the Cowboy Bebop recommendation works 9 times out of 10 because it's about as far as you can get from a traditional anime. Because it's one of those ones that never was based on any kind of source material. It's straight up made basically for a Western audience.
I didn't watch much of it, but I tried to and thought it was really, really boring. I watched like 3 episodes of it 2 years ago, and I was like, I can't get into this. This is not.
It is one of the greats, truly greats.
I know, and I think if somebody wants a representation of like what traditional anime is, that's still really good. I still think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the best entry point into the entire format.
You want to
I
know what's a
love that.
really good one that I don't see a lot of people talk about in comparison to like Cowboy Bebop and whatnot? Fucking Trigun. Trigun's such a goated anime.
They're remaking Trigun, and I heard it sucks.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they're currently doing it.
What
No
is
fucking way.
Trigun?
I'm
Or
gonna.
maybe it hasn't released yet. People,
So
I've seen shit about it that people are like, this looks like it's gonna be
basically, this dude named fucking I think his name's I can't remember. It's Vash. It's Vash. That's right. This dude named Vash goes around this desert planet and gets into mischief.
Are you recommending a show that you're not even able to remember?
Listen, man, I'm tired as all hell right now,
That's not an excuse.
and I can't fucking remember how to spell my
I've
own
never
damn
seen
name.
this show, and I could tell you more than you told me.
I also just suck at talking. You know
You
this.
should stop.
To take a step back, though, like to get a little bit out of the anime conversation, I'm a little surprised that you guys chose more like cartoony cartoons that are more for like laughs.
Because as a kid, I didn't watch, like, my oldest show I probably watched, when I say oldest, I mean, like, compared to my age at the time, how old I should have been, was maybe a few episodes of Full Metal Alchemist and Inuyasha.
Inuyasha.
But I was like a kid. I don't know. I didn't
Yeah,
really
but there was good
actually
narrative
pay
stuff that
attention
I know
to it.
you watched as a kid.
I mean,
You watched Teen Titans.
yeah, but I can't tell you anything about it
Sure.
other than other than like a few characters and I think a plot twist. Nothing stuck with me. I just remember liking it.
Fucking British guy who weaponized being British in Teen Titans.
Yes.
Yeah, I just remember Teen Titans being cool. I remember the
Yeah.
intro being pretty cool.
I'm
The
kind
intro
of the
was
same way.
banging.
Teen Titans, I mean, it's why it's what got me into DC, but I don't have the same like feel for it like I do with like Naruto or Avatar or. I wonder if there's any other animated series or fuck animated series. Like most of the important media of my like childhood was video games.
Oh, what is it? Final Fantasy X?
I mean, Final Fantasy X is why I love video games, and then
Fucking
but
called
also Dynasty Warriors 3, Extreme Legends, Kingdom Hearts
But here
2.
you're making fun of him for that when earlier your answer of shows that affected you as a kid, you said fucking
Oh,
Neon.
I'm not
Genesis.
saying. Okay, listen, Preston.
I'm just saying you can't be like funny pick dude and then pick like
Oh, I gave that as a
Nah.
stupid answer.
Mm-hmm.
I gave that as
Okay,
a
buddy.
dumb answer.
Yeah,
bro.
okay, buddy.
Yeah, okay.
Classic.
Come on,
I'm just
man.
pranking you guys.
Okay.
I'm just trolling
Dude,
you guys.
come on.
My name's Kane. I'm idiot.
Come on.
My name is Kane. I am a motherfucker.
But Dylan, to answer your question, I don't know. I don't really.
I mean, Zachary, I feel like you have a lot of stuff that's important to you as a teenager and like young adult, but I don't know. I guess I don't hear much about your childhood in particular now that I think about it.
dude, let's take this podcast over. Be the only two people here who have watched most of Supernatural.
I've watched most of
Fuck yeah,
Supernatural as well.
I'll
Okay.
talk about Supernatural all day.
I'm gonna be that one guy who goes ahead and says I've not ever watched Supernatural.
I've never watched
I'm gonna be
Supernatural
that
either.
other
It's
guy.
Don't worry,
extraordinarily good.
Don't
It
worry,
is really
Star.
good.
What if I told you
I've
I
heard
think
it's
it's
good.
overrated?
You haven't
can't
watched
say
it.
it's
How can you
overrated.
say
You've
that?
never seen it.
Dude, I don't care.
You can't do that.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I
do it,
can.
though.
That's
And I'm
like
gonna.
me saying. That's like me saying the anime is stupid. I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm
I
talking
mean, you're
about.
right. It technically is.
You're correct. It is the same thing, and I do not care.
Okay.
The simple feelings I have currently outweigh everything you guys can do.
We're gonna have to edit every sentence Kane says out of the podcast.
No, it's just gonna be one long censor.
You just
Every time I
Podcast
talk,
censored.
That
Background,
censor
just
in
back-
the last episode was
background.
funny.
Kane's
Dude, it was.
Background
the
noises.
censor in last episode was funny.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
was funny.
Only say that
Video?
because this whole time we've had talks, Kane has not once said something serious. He just keeps saying dumb shit.
Yeah, this
But-
whole podcast is going to be me introducing Kane and then him silent for the rest of it because I have to go like, no, that was shit. Cutting it out.
That was a bad answer.
bad answer, loser.
Bad answer. You're getting cut out of the podcast, buddy.
It's an entire podcast where I just I ask people questions and every time somebody gives me a bad answer, I remove them from the podcast.
But you keep the question in, so you just ask a question and then it's just dead air.
No, it's
No,
like a
dear.
game show. It's like the last person. It's like Willy Wonka. The last person to fucking get it becomes the new editor of the podcast. Because you guys
That's why I
want that.
immediately
What if I don't want to edit the podcast?
Damn, that sucks.
Please
gotta.
relieve my trapped soul. No, it's not that bad.
I'll never relieve you.
But I'm so swollen, Nick. You must relieve me.
All right, carrying on, carrying on.
No. No.
Please no.
But I watched a lot of like fucking SpongeBob. I can't say SpongeBob impacted my life because that's all just
Hold on.
stupid.
Well,
Hold
no,
on.
SpongeBob
No.
impacted your life.
No. Stop. Say SpongeBob again.
SpongeBob.
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 SpongeBob. What?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
I didn't think I said SpongeBob, but okay.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah, because I just repeated it. 'cause
No,
I
you
was
definitely said
questioning myself.
SpongeBob.
You definitely did, bro.
Okay.
You guys ever seen the episode with Midward and Perk Trick?
Midward?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite episode.
Did you
Yeah,
say?
and Zanbob.
Okay. Zanbob.
Yeah, and Mr. Tab.
What are the perks?
Mr. Tab.
know, SpongeBob.
Me boy, I took adrenochrome.
Yeah, my favorite character,
He's just
Molly.
like a rich.
That's why I need money, me boy.
Mr. Krabs is just a rich white dude.
I mean, isn't he already anyway?
I'm off the research chemicals, boyo.
They call me Gus.
What was that about?
They call me Gus.
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, you better ring for ring.
Gus, because he's he's
Who
Gus.
said that earlier?
Yeah, well, it's
That was
fucking.
me. I said that.
It's the entirety
Salt.
of Breaking
Better
Bad
ring
and Better
for
Call
ring.
Saul, but it's all instead of like a drug thing that takes place in Arizona, it's now a fucking drama on the high seas. It's pirates.
Dude,
Yar. I'm
Yar,
Gustavo Fring.
Squidward is Mike Kermantrout.
Captain Fring.
Squidward.
It's midword around these
Sorry.
Welcome aboard the ship.
Midword.
Los
No way.
pollos hermanos. It's just One Piece. That's entirely what One Piece is.
One Piece is nothing but.
Say the line, One Piece, Jack.
Say the line. Say the line.
What is the line?
Is
real. Say the
One
line,
Piece.
Mr. One Piece.
It's real.
Say the line, Luffy One Piece.
Dude, can I talk about that used to be one of my favorite CD jokes is like
what the One
The
Piece?
One Piece being
no,
real.
No. Like
the One
before
Piece is real.
No, you said Luffy One Piece. It's the whole like taking the name of something and making it someone's name. So like Weezer, it was John Weezer.
Rivers Weezer.
I'm sorry, but you lost me.
You know what? Never mind.
You know,
You know what?
Curious.
You know what?
what do we all think we would be as food? I think Gillen would be a bagel bite.
You think I'd be a bagel bite?
Yeah.
I think
Just
you're really
salty.
underselling me. I think I would be a full ass bagel. No,
Dylan, you'd be a blueberry muffin.
I'd be a blueberry
you-
muffin.
Yeah.
I think I'd be a big fat wheel of cheese.
That's what not
Hey,
what I was
you're-
gonna call
you're not
you,
the
but
one who's deciding what you are. We are.
Is that the one that what
You
is
g-
it? The Canadian
Yeah,
chase
but
downhill?
You guys are
no, that's maple syrup you're thinking of.
you guys
What-
are completely underselling my build.
Where do they chase cheese downhill at? Then?
I think that's
I think that's France.
no. It's very much not France.
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Post it in the video.
I don't know if
It is.
It's in England. It's
yeah,
in
England.
I see England. I see France.
God, some of the hold on. Watching these videos is always like amazing entertainment because you get to watch people like fucking literally go down these giant ass hills, constantly just fucking rolling and spinning. Like some of these guys are catching air for 5 seconds before they fucking hit the ground again and bounce. I can only imagine the fucking wedgie you would have after this.
Guys, we really need to change the banner on our fucking YouTube channel.
What even is it?
It's something dumb and retarded.
It's a-
It looks like a fart.
It's a baby
It is
farting.
a fart.
I thought that was Bart farting.
And you fart.
I'm pretty sure to get that image, I literally just Googled fart diaper. Like that was a while ago too. We were still in most of us were still in high school.
Well, yeah, it's been that way since Siege of the Day was made.
Siege the
Come on,
Day
dude, don't
was
talk about that.
Siege
One
of the Day
hell of
is
a
our
fucking video.
third most
You know what?
viewed video. Siege of
Also,
the
without
Day,
a doubt, the worst.
Siege of the Day has
Nah,
more
dude.
views than episode 2 to 4 of the pod.
Have you guys noticed how in Siege the Day the music progressively gets louder? So by the end it's fucking really loud.
Yeah, and then also the unholy noise at the end.
Or
I
just-
think that might have just been Preston's doing.
no, that was an
No, that
audio
was-
glitch.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why it did that, but it's funny, and I didn't want to take the whole video down to fix it because the video was already dog shit.
Well, it's like now that we're out on all platforms, which I guess is a fun time to announce that we're out on all platforms now.
Most all anyway.
No, pretty much all podcast platforms we're out on. There's a couple that will be within the week. But episode 1 had the issue where I didn't edit down the length, so there is now on like a ton of websites first episode that's literally has something like 20 minutes of silence at the end almost.
I think it was 18 minutes.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Many such cases.
Many.
Hi, George.
Your George just gets on its hind legs, says a date, says your name, and then walks off.
I would just be like, "That's George for you."
Dude, does George have a mole on his
The
left
George,
butt cheek?
the George Tail Heart, man. Every time the police come in your house, he starts beating
Suffocating.
under your bed like a heart.
Oh,
So I've been playing this game recently. I know we're not a game podcast, but I just want to get your guys' opinion on something because Kane said I'm weird for enjoying it.
Which one?
This game, Blood West, has a really cool system in it that's not unique to it, but it's just well done for the genre. It has an inventory that is slots, kind of like Resident Evil 4 style, where you have to go through and micromanage your inventory. You can fit more shit on your character if you just set it in your inventory in certain like patterns. Like an item may take
cool.
It may take 2 or 3 slots, and then another item may take like 6, and you may not have room in your bag. But if you just rearrange all your shit, you can make it where it barely fits in. I don't know if it's the autistic part of my brain or what, but it's really satisfying.
I mean,
This game looks cool, but it reminds me of an old PS2 game or PS1 game that I can't remember.
George, what are you doing?
Your
you
mom.
always ask what George's doing, and it's always federal crimes.
Yes.
what the George doing?
Now I'm trying to find the fucking what I'm thinking of. I think there was a series of PS1 games that were like horror shooters.
Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis is my favorite.
I've
Horror
never
shooter.
heard
Sounds very
of
familiar.
Dino Crisis.
I don't even
It's
remember
like-
what that game was about.
Like Dinosaur Resident Evil.
Jurassic Park, the game, basically.
Kinda.
Yeah, kind of.
It's pretty neat, and it's got a kind of a fan base. At this point, I don't really know if you'd call it a fan base. But
What about
it's
Fossil Hunters?
What's the game called?
a
Again?
cult classic.
What's the game called?
Dino Crisis.
I think you play as a bald dude in the game I'm thinking of.
Ow.
It's a bald dude.
Yeah, I don't know that it was a famous series. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Damn, they made Dino Crisis 2, Dino Stalker, Dino Crisis Dungeon and Chaos, Dino Crisis 3, and
They didn't actually make Dino Crisis 3, but
hey man, you still gotta. Wait, hold on. Why is Dino Crisis 3 showing them in spacesuits with a spaceship behind it? I don't feel like that has anything to do with dinosaurs.
because it's also time travel themed.
Is that the real name of the game?
Dino.
Yeah, the series is Dino Crisis, and it's literally just Resident Evil dinosaurs.
Oh my god, it literally is.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with you.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia image for it, and it's literally a girl shooting at a fucking velociraptor. Resident
it's
Evil
this
art.
one.
Funny.
Forgot about that.
That's pretty good. I like Dinosaur.
Yo, let's do a Dino Crisis 1 through 3 review.
What part of they didn't actually make 3 did you not get?
3's on Xbox is what it says.
It's not. I
No,
think
he's
it's
talking
not
about the-
available. It's a canceled game.
The secret
Oh, it is?
leaked 3 files.
Yeah, because the development of it was a nightmare.
Oh, okay. I just looked
It's
it up
cool.
on Wikipedia.
It's
Or-
cool learning about games that didn't come out. People really wanted to come out because game companies are fucking stupid.
Hey man, listen. Capcom knew what they were doing and they took it and used that stuff on Resident Evil.
No, because Resident Evil came first. I'm pretty sure.
Nuh-uh. I don't actually know. You know what?
I'm sure Resident Evil did come first, actually.
You know who 100% copied Resident Evil and did it better?
Who?
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, let's go, baby.
Gotta hand it to Konami.
Oh,
They certainly
here it
did
is.
good for the
Here it
first
is.
3, 4.
Shadow Man.
Silent Hill
That's
came
the
out
game
in
I was talking about.
February 23rd, 1999.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shadow Man. There's a remastered version on Steam.
I don't know when the original Resident Evil came out. 1996. Okay.
There you go.
Wow.
And Silent Hill did it all better, depending on who you ask. If
Depending
it's
on
me
who
or
you
Dalton
ask.
here,
Yeah, people who have good taste will tell you Silent Hill. People who are idiots will tell you Resident Evil.
Or people who are smart.
No, it's objectively better.
You know what else is objectively better?
You're going to say something objectively wrong, aren't you?
No.
You just hear
that's,
him out.
that's your usual MO.
Tristan, what were you about to say? You're about to say something.
I was gonna compare Kane to Jeffrey Dahmer as a joke.
Actually, who was Jeffrey Dahmer?
You don't know who Jeffrey Dahmer was?
Pedophile.
Not in the sense of actually who they
Pedophile,
were.
rapist, he cannibal. Did a
Yeah.
lot
Oh,
of-
well, is that the Daisy's destruction guy?
No,
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 that's
that's
Peter
Peter Scully you're thinking of.
That's Peter Scully. Different fucking horrendous
Jeffrey Dahmer
figure.
was American. He didn't make like snuff films. He was just a serial
No.
killer.
I thought he did make snuff films.
Nope.
No, well, he took pictures, but I don't think he recorded shit. Don't call me on that though. I'm not.
Most, not all, I guess, but most snuff films are made for the purpose of selling.
Yeah, then he didn't make snuff shit.
No, he was doing it for himself because he's a freak. By the way, don't watch the Netflix thing about it.
It's not
I was
bad.
gonna say that was the
actually.
only like thing I've.
It's not bad, but Netflix is making a bunch of money off of this, and it's all going straight to Netflix's pockets, and none of that money is going to anybody related to it.
Even though they go about that, or they go over that in the movie.
It's a movie? I thought it was a documentary, like a show.
It's like it's a multi-part docu-series. Like it's like 50-minute episodes.
It's a docu-series? I thought it was just a
No.
short series.
It's just a series. Like I don't know. It's I'm trying to think of the right description for it.
It's like a... I don't know that you'd call it a dramatization because it was probably pretty dramatic events, but
That's what I was getting ready to say. But yeah, like I don't know, like it's fucked up shit about fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like it actually happened. So
Nah, fake news.
All of it's fake
Fake
news.
news.
Yes.
Fake news.
If those people really died, why don't they come forward and tell us that it happened?
Yeah, why don't they tell us about what happened? How come none of the victims are telling their part of the story?
I think it's their fault. Honestly, I think it's their fault.
ooh,
ooh,
Kane victim blaming.
So, who all's got erectile dysfunction in this group right now?
Yo,
I thought I was the
definitely
only
not
one.
me. Definitely not me.
It's functioning just fine.
No malfunction at this function, baby.
yeah.
Okay, if it's functioning fine, then how come you aren't banging your girl? If it was
Right
functioning
now?
fine, you'd be
I'm on
banging.
the podcast.
And now,
Not having sex
You
mid.
You know what? My bad. Next time, I'll think about that before I join the podcast, and I'll just be
Fuck
piping
better.
mid through.
You fucking better.
Midway through, just getting the pipe.
Getting
I'm
the
not
pipe?
getting the pipe. Yeah,
Getting the pipe.
And I was never saying
that's
who was
some,
taken.
that is some fucking. I'm not gonna say
Very
his
telling.
name, but that's like that dude
Very
at work.
telling.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, no, Preston. I'm saying
Dude, we're gonna
that
have to give
you can
Preston a
take
fucking
from whatever you want, bud.
test.
I'm supportive of you.
George, what do you
I'm
want?
supportive of my friends in their endeavors.
God damn
Unless
it!
that endeavor is banging my mom. In which case, go fuck yourself.
I mean,
I fuck myself off, and that's usually what I do after I'm done fucking your mom.
Okay, that's it. I've had enough of you. You're banned. Get off my podcast.
Who the fuck you think you are?
you sound cringe as hell right now.
You're right, I do. I'm sorry.
Nothing new.
Last week was about Kane fucking up and saying funny things, and we talked about it when he wasn't there. This week's gonna be like Kane is cringe, and we're gonna end up on cringe comps. And it's gonna be fun.
That'd be great.
It's gonna be great. People are actually
Listen
gonna
to
see
this
us.
podcaster just sit here and fumble his way through the podcast.
it's kind of cute, honestly. It's kind of cute.
Kane doesn't
Don't
even
ever
sound like
call
he's
me cute,
tired.
bro.
Kane sounds like he's having a stroke, and he's like, oh.
I
He's like,
am.
I don't remember what I was just talking about 1 second ago.
To this day, you still cannot tell me he does not look like a grandpa.
Bro, that is
Baby grandpa.
exclusively you.
No, I agree with him. He looks like a baby grandpa.
You're mean.
Baby grandpa. I think
He's cute,
The one
childlike,
time
and
I showed up
old.
to the function,
he looks like a
Baby
Roblox
Dilf.
character.
Baby Dilf.
the only
looks-
Roblox
are you-
I character I be look.
Yep, drop it.
Kane looks like Peter Griffin if we're talking about Kane.
No, he doesn't have the like ball section.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's
That's the only thing.
He's also
missing.
more square than he is like a round ball.
Yeah, but you know what Kane dresses like? He dresses like that mission in GTA 5 where you have to go undercover as like a IT dude, as Michael.
whenever you rig the phone to blow up.
Yeah, where he just dresses up in like super nerdy white boy clothing. That's what Kane does. He wears like Foo Fighters t-shirts and like cargo shorts.
Listen, man, I have no excuse, but other than go fuck yourself.
I think we're onto something, boys. I think we're onto something.
Every podcast becomes Bully Kane Hour.
Kane, I do love you, but sometimes you come on here and you have conversations with us and you act a little more macho than you are, and it makes you seem less.
Just in general,
Just
you
in
seem
general.
less.
Yeah, dude. Character
less
study.
existent.
Your Uncle Stan over here trying to be nice whenever he's really a mean boy.
A beat boy.
A mean boy.
Yeah, you know me. That's what I'm very much known for, is being overly mean to people.
You're
Especially
only mean because
Make
you're
me
trying to
cry. Every time I
compensate
go
for
to
having a
sleep-
small
go to
dick.
sleep tonight, I'm crying myself to sleep just because of you.
I don't have to be mean to
Good.
compensate for my small dick. I am a million other things to compensate for my small dick. I'm a
isn't even
podcaster to compensate for my small dick.
Nah.
Yeah, dude, like your Funko Pops.
Dude, you know Dylan is licking those Funko Pops all.
He doesn't lick his Funko Pops, dude. You know, like if some people sit on their hand and numb it so when they jerk off, feel like someone else.
Yeah, the stranger.
Yeah, Dylan does
I don't
that, but instead
understand.
of that-
Okay, I did that once, and it was such an unpleasant experience because it was so hard to properly jerk myself off.
Did you
Yeah,
really?
it's overrated.
Did you sit on your hand, or did you put a fucking belt around your arm like you were shooting up and fucking wait till it was completely
Well, I
numb?
sat on my hand for a fucking while.
Nick, did you really?
I know a decent amount of people have done that, so it wouldn't
No,
surprise me.
anytime I hear something
a
like
bunch of
that,
weird
I'm
fucking
like,
people,
this
though.
sounds silly, and it sounds like a trick. It sounds like the kind of thing that's all like, yeah, do you know if you shove a toothbrush up your ass, you'll come harder? I've heard that as a kid, and I was like, I'm not shoving a toothbrush up my ass. It sounds like you're fucking with me.
I
Because
never heard
imagine,
that, dude. That,
No,
that
dude,
sounds like
okay.
rumors
I'm
of the
sorry,
early
but if
2000s.
you're at the point where it's hard enough for you to come that you have like just normal jerking off that you have to do extra shit like that, what the fuck?
well, it's not a point.
Sorry.
Sometimes it hits a point where you're like, maybe it could be better.
Maybe it could be better.
To be fair, the buddy that
There's
I
always
know,
an upgrade.
Agreed.
that we all know, it takes him 3 hours to beat off. So I mean,
Who the
can't
fuck
really
am I
help
talking
it.
about?
I'm not gonna say it. Well,
What kind of fucking monster
help
takes
at
3
all.
hours to jack off? Oh wait,
Apparently, some asshole we know.
a lot of people that have ED.
No,
Maybe
that's
they
not
should not
erectile
jerk off
dysfunction.
so much.
That's just nerve damage.
Sorry that I have a naturally high testosterone rate and you don't.
My ass.
What did I miss? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's good.
Kane was bragging
was a
about his
good one.
immeasurable testosterone.
That's a good one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's
he
a
said
good
his
one.
testosterone is off the fucking charts, brother.
It's immeasurable because you can't measure it because it's non-existent.
I just said it was
Yeah.
higher than your guys's. I didn't say it was immeasurable.
It is not, dude.
I don't
Just
know,
because
man.
your
I don't
testosterone's
know.
higher doesn't mean you're higher than me, okay?
George, you fucker.
Man, you get really upset at George. It's kind of upsetting. What's he do?
He knocks shit over.
He's a cat. They do that a lot.
Yeah, do you, when your cat knocks shit over, it doesn't piss you off at all? You're just like, oh, it's cool.
I yell at him, but I don't get pissed off like you do.
I yell at him, but I don't get mad.
I'll be right back.
I yell at him to not do that and tell him to fucking stop, but that's it.
Proceeds
Cat.
to touch.
Why-
What
upset at
am
him.
I doing worse than that?
I don't know.
You need to get your head out of your ass tonight, Kane.
The only head I have in my ass is
No, your mom.
Head of someone's penis, apparently.
All right, so we've all thought about our favorite horror movie. Are we all ready to?
We've all
introduce-
thought about our
start-
favorite horror movie. What are you on
Yeah,
about?
that's the question Tristan was asking. He's asking, Halloween's coming up. What's your guys' all favorite horror movie?
That's hard.
That is
That's
hard.
easy. It's The Shining.
Nah, bro, it's The Thing.
I can tell you,
The Thing
there's
is
a lot
good.
of horror movies I
I think
love.
it's my favorite horror movie, but I don't know if it's a good Halloween horror movie. I like watching it around Christmas, you know, when it's snowy. It is my favorite horror movie of all time, though.
There's a lot of horror movies that I absolutely love to bits, but for me to choose a favorite, it kind of has to be the one that freaked me out the most at the time that I was really into horror movies, and the first Sinister freaked me the fuck out. I don't know what it was
I
about
just
it.
watched that today. I shit you not. That's a great movie.
Oh, fucking horror movies that scared you. You talking about Resident Evil, the movie?
dude.
Oh
That
my
movie sucked ass.
The movie seems like it would scare you.
Me?
I gotta say the Sinister movies were.
Makes you
really
say
good.
that.
The first one's way better than the second. I gotta say though, for Sinister.
This is for future
Oh, yeah.
reference. If we ever get big enough that we have a PO
never
box,
seen it.
send
Looking
packages with flashing strobe lights in it.
Yeah.
No.
Do indeed send packages of flashing strobe lights.
Send a bunch of
Please.
candy to Kane.
A what?
Candy.
Send coyote urine to Kane's house.
Send what to Kane's house?
Coyote
urine.
urine.
What is coyote
just
urine for? Just
odd.
Smelling bad?
Stinks so
You're
fucking
gonna
bad.
ask what coyote urine was, and I was about to be like, I know what.
Here, Dylan, I'll give you a hint. It stinks real bad.
Yeah,
Smells
it does
amazing.
smell.
Well, it's
So
fucking
good.
piss.
No, it's
No,
coyote
it's-
urine. It is
yeah.
Yeah, it's
unfathomably bad.
piss.
Here, you can smell piss and be like, "Oh, that's piss. It's stinky." Coyote urine, you're fucking going.
I'm not saying there's not a difference. I'm just
piss.
saying being like it smells when you're talking about piss. It's like
I
yeah,
didn't say it smells. I said it smells really bad.
yeah, it's piss. Piss smells bad.
Hey, piss is pretty fucking. What's what I'm looking for? I guess it's easy to deal with the smell of piss. But coyote urine, it's just like it's a full body fucking rejection.
I almost want to try to
High
smell
in
to see what it,
urea.
to see if you guys are like over exaggerating or what.
No, it's
no,
bad.
it's bad.
It's bad. It's
I know
bad.
I've messed with deer piss before, but for hunting.
Played with a little deer piss. Experimented with some deer piss one time.
I experimented with some.
The hallucinations I went through were not good. Let's just say it was a bad trip.
Silence. I kill you.
Dude, silence, bro. It's so silent.
A good horror movie that I saw last year that I think deserves a little more love. It actually came out a year ago last month, I believe, is Malignant. If you guys haven't seen
Seen
it,
that
I
one.
highly
I've seen that
recommend it.
one.
It's
I
fucking
haven't heard
good.
of
What'd you think?
That
of it?
one, I thought it was weird.
It was fucking different. That's what I liked about it, is that it was just a fucking weird concept that I think was played out pretty well.
A lot of times I just got confused because some of it didn't make sense. But
I mean,
I
I haven't seen it or heard of it. I was just gonna say that there's a lot of good horror movies that aren't necessarily scary, but I think the best ones kind of hit both, and it's rare for any movie to actually fuck with me anymore. But I really dug like Hereditary was good, As Above So Below is good.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
love
like that one. That's a good
favorite found footage.
It's not my favorite my favorite found footage is still the first what's it?
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity, yeah.
I will always love
Very
that
good.
series.
I love
Love
that series,
Paranormal.
dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it got a little stupid towards the end, but
I agree.
Good.
well, they just stopped. The reason the first one was so good and was because it was a long, slow burn. So like the shit at the end really felt like, you know,
It was just them wanting
it
to make
wasn't
more
it wasn't
movies.
scary, but it was
in
like
the spirit.
terrifying, if that makes sense. It was just a lot of like high action, high intensity shit that's been building up for
The
like
latest
2 hours
movie's
at that
good. Have
point.
you seen it?
I don't think I've seen the latest one.
It's a Paramount exclusive or something, and it's very good. I actually really liked it.
I think the last one I seen was what is the one? The Lost Ones, the Hidden Ones, something like that.
Marked ones.
So, yeah, the one where it was like Hispanic.
I
people.
like the marked ones. I really liked the marked ones. See, that's interesting. You haven't seen. I think that there's like 3 movies after that.
Isn't there like 5 or 6?
In total, I think there's 6 or 7.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
like
say,
the
they made a
first
lot.
Insidious movie a lot too.
I love
Insidious.
Insidious.
What did you guys think of The Conjuring?
Love The
I really
Conjuring.
like The Conjuring.
The Conjuring, I liked it. I thought it was a little overrated.
This is a weird way to describe this, but this is literally the only thing I remember. Is The Conjuring 2 the one with the Asian dude named Kevin?
I'm pretty sure the main character in that is Dalton. Funny enough, like
Not the main character, but he has a friend. He has a
Oh.
friend or something that comes over. It's the one where the little girl like hits her head on the desk on the cabinet a bunch, right?
I honestly
no
couldn't
idea.
tell you. I
I
haven't
can't
watched
actually
it
tell
in a
you.
while.
There-
Pretty sure.
Way more memorable.
I remember with a couple years ago, whenever our dead friend wasn't dead anymore. I was over there and we were watching The Conjuring 2, I'm pretty sure, and we were losing our shit because it wasn't like it didn't like suck, but it was goofy.
Speaking of bad horror movies, I know a couple.
Just a quick aside, Paranormal Activity has 8 films. 9 if you include a Japanese-only sidequel called Paranormal Activity 2 Tokyo Night.
What? I'd never heard of that.
The marked ones is the 5th one, but it's the first one to not have a number. So there's Paranormal Activity 1 through 4, and then there's the marked ones, and then there's 3 that I haven't seen, which is Ghost Dimension, Next of Kin, and The Other Side. The Other Side actually comes out next year.
Wait,
I'm
what?
gonna throw my headphones off because of George.
There's Paranormal Activity, The Other Side, which comes out next year. The most recent one came out last year, which is Next of Kin.
Yeah, that's a good one. Next to Kin is really good. It's
You guys ever-
different.
You guys ever seen Terrifier? The
I
clown?
love
Oh my
Yes.
god! I
Don't
remember
talk
Preston.
about Terrifier.
Remember Preston
Yeah.
telling me to watch that movie, and we watched it together. There
That
was
movie
one
was
scene that I
stupid.
vividly remember and always makes me cringe. It's whenever the fucking clown is literally sawing at her fucking Achilles tendon.
You guys know that
Oh.
Terrifier 2 came out this year, right?
Wait, did it?
Yo,
I didn't know
real
that.
I
shit.
didn't know that.
I haven't seen the first one.
I haven't either.
I'm
The
just
first
looking
one's
at...
so
You guys gotta
stupid.
I'm
watch
just doing
that. It's such
research.
a gruesome movie.
It's
You got-
stupid.
It is
You
not
guys-
stupid. You're
I used to
stupid,
kind
little
of
boy.
like gruesome stuff didn't...
Holy shit! It released 3 days ago.
It did.
Think of the devil, bro.
Gruesome stuff didn't really mess with me. For a
People also
while.
ask, can a 12-year-old watch Terrifier?
But it kind of does again now. And I tried to watch Hellraiser, like the first Hellraiser, and it like legitimately the first 10 minutes was filled with so much just like body horror and gore that I went like, yeah, I don't think I can watch this right now.
You want to know is an absolutely
We're built different,
shitty
though, dude.
horror movie.
We're built different.
Like, legitimately one of the worst films I've ever watched.
What?
The Nun.
I actually liked the
The
Nun.
Nun?
That movie fucking sucked.
The Nun
Dude.
sucks. I completely forgot. I saw that movie in theaters. One of the.
I
fucking
watched it
worst
with you,
movies I've ever
Tristan.
seen in theaters. Yeah, you were there? Yeah, it fucking blew. That's how unmemorable it was. I
We
don't
watched
remember
it on
anybody that was
fucking.
there.
The only reason I remember it is because we watched it on Logan's birthday.
Hey.
The worst horror movie I've seen that was like legitimately bad because you could tell that they put in effort in it was the 2015 remake of Poltergeist.
Yeah, that was
That
not a
movie
good movie.
Sucked so much fucking
That was
dick.
so mid.
Mid is being nice.
Nice.
The problem is they took a classic movie and then remade it and tried to like make technology make sense. So they go look after the girl by flying a drone into the fucking TV and shit. And immediately I'm like, this is just bad. Just sucks. That's all it is.
There's a horror movie that both me and Tristan can get down with, and it's called As Above, So Below.
Very excellent
Yeah,
film.
that's
very
a good
excellent
one.
film.
Yeah, I
Legitimately
mentioned it.
one
It's
of
a
my
great
favorite
one.
bands of all time, La Femme. I love them.
It's
I
a
think
good
it might
one,
be-
and the reason I like it so much is because it doesn't have a bad ending. It has a moral to it. It kind of comes across as being more like a film that's about horrific stuff than a horror film, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Suppose it's a good way to look at it.
No, I think it's done very well. I really like that movie. I don't know. I also really like the setting and shit. The Paris catacombs.
Yeah, I mean that it's all cool. I don't really care for the setting of it that much, but I liked the like mysticism around it.
Oh yeah, like the Philosopher's Stone, the alchemy aspect and stuff. That was really dope. I really liked that.
Do
I
you
don't
guys?
think I've ever watched it.
It's pretty good.
You got to give it a watch, dude. I'll tell you what. When you come down, we'll watch it.
I
What do you guys think is the ultimate art form? This is a little bit of a fucking out of the blue
Music.
thing. You think music is?
Yes, honestly.
I'll see music as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unironically, probably games, because they allow you
Fuck
just to get so
you.
much
I-
better of a perspective.
Yeah, but
Here's what I'll say. I don't think games currently are. I think games are the future. Are the future of, truly, simply because the interactivity of it is something that can hit you in ways that I think that music even can't. And I'm a music guy, you know that. But I think that even the current masterpiece games do not equate to masterpiece films, books, music, or like physical art that has been made. I think true masterpieces are to come, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why music is, because there's some music that's purely timeless. I don't think there are any video games that can be played in 40 years that are going to be timeless.
Well, here's the
Halo
problem
used to
too.
be a timeless game.
Is that music is like it's itself, it's music, but games are made up of a lot of elements.
Sure.
Like art is art, it's the visual element, music's music, it's the auditory element, shit like that. Even like touch, like people make art projects or materials that feel good to touch, and you could argue that alone, that kind of is an art.
Sure, but film has all that stuff too.
It does, but there's not any like when you make a film, it's a set in stone, start to finish. This is what happens.
Yeah.
Games are different because games you have to account for player interaction. It's art you actually interact with directly, unlike a movie or a TV show.
I think that's why.
And because of that, the only way that we'll ever get a true masterpiece game that is on the level of masterpiece music and art and everything is a game that is in its own has masterpiece level music and visuals and story and all of this shit in it. Like there's lots of games that have good pieces.
Like a movie or something at that point. Like,
it would
an interactive movie with a good soundtrack and everything.
It would depend. There's games out there that I feel like are almost there.
Yeah, there's
like I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm making a YouTube video on a game.
It is not that good, Preston.
And Silent Hill 2 is
not
really
that
Silent
good.
Hill 2
Silent Hill 2 fucking sucks.
Kane,
Silent Hill 2 is the greatest horror game ever made.
I have never played it.
Kane plays like some of the actual worst games of all time and says they're good, so I'm not really worried about it.
What, Preston?
Like when you defended Fallout 76 for months after release, including release day, or when you played Monster Hunter World and was like, this game is so fucking good.
Worst part is, Preston, you're wrong. That is actually the best-selling game Capcom has made.
76.
I don't understand how. I played Monster Hunter World for about 2 hours and never picked it up again because it was so unfathomably boring.
Yeah, I think Monster Hunter is also really fucking boring.
Y'all are fucking crazy.
It's easy to have the most sales on a game when it's always on sale because nobody wants it.
Always on sale. Literally when.
What do you mean when? Anytime
Literally when is it on sale?
Monster Hunter's on sale.
It's
Monster
like
Hunter, it was last week on sale.
Yeah.
It's like there's
literally
a lot of games that go on sale whenever there's a Steam sale or something, or any type of sale. Wow.
Yeah, and guess what? Most of those games get bought up pretty quickly. I don't know how many people are buying Monster Hunter World in 2022, being like, this game's dope. I'm so excited to hop on this game.
A lot of people, honestly.
Back to our original point of Silent Hill.
No, I think Silent Hill 2, specifically the PS2 version, the original version, is
only reason it's not a masterpiece game, really, is the fact that it is a game for the PS2 that runs like classic Resident Evil.
It runs like shit, and I think the gameplay is not great. Yeah.
That's literally the worst part of it, which is unfortunate because that's a big part of games. But there's still lots of player interaction in the game that change things. You're in like all the crazy shit. I'm not going to get too into it because
it has a way of being creepy and scary without really having a single jump scare. I mean, it has a couple really tiny jump scares, but
it's definitely a game that would benefit from a remake or remaster, which it looks like we might be getting.
If done right.
But at the same time, I don't know, because it has to be done perfect, and I don't know if they even can. Because even though the gameplay is a negative aspect of the OG Silent Hill 2, a big part of that game that made it so cool was that the gameplay made it scarier too. It's hard to recreate that without putting the parts of the gameplay that aren't good.
Yeah, they have to nail making you feel helpless.
The story in it is top notch for sure, and the visuals of it even are. I mean, I think it's hard to do now.
The reason the visuals are so good, in my opinion, is because of how much of it is just symbolic reflections of the story.
Exactly. It's not like the whole game is this like stupid plot from start to beginning that doesn't make sense realistically, because none of the game makes sense. The moment you start the game to the end of the game, you can't tell what is actually really happening. and what isn't. It just kind of feels like one big fever dream.
And even at the end, they kind of make you feel like it was just the ramblings of a crazy guy.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? Does it really change anything, whatever happens at the end?
Did anything even actually happen, or was it all in his head?
Yeah. But it did it before lots of games did it. And it did it and good enough that multiple games after have been heavily inspired by it. And not to beat a dead horse, but Silent Hill 2 is hailed just about universally as one of the most well-made games for the PS2.
I think it is the single greatest horror game of all time. And it's not even close.
I agree. It's also because I think most horror games are either just jump
Kinda
scare
shitty
fest,
games,
aren't
yeah.
scary, or games that tried to copy that later.
Atmosphere is where it's at, bruh.
It is, and
I'm
it's
excited
got,
for your video on it.
I'm also excited. I'm working on it. I think my copy of it should be coming in for the PS2, I think Tuesday, and I'm probably gonna do a whole playthrough of it that day because it's like a 4 or 5 hour game. That's what also gets me is that it's a super short game if you know what you're doing or if you just are good at puzzles.
We beat it in what, 6 hours, 7 hours?
Oh, we beat it in 3.5.
Oh, was that how long it took for us to beat it? Oh,
Because
well,
I got the achievement
we
for
beat it a
speedrunning
second
it by accident.
time.
Yeah.
In that.
We did play it twice, didn't we?
Yeah, we played it through the first time. And
I played it like 12 times at this point.
the first
Jesus.
time was basically no walkthrough, no guide, or we might have referred to it, but it was basically you showing the game, and then the second one was me basically coaching you through a speedrun. All right, that's a bit of video game heavy episode. You guys want to wrap?
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
All right. Thanks for everybody for watching or listening to the podcast. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If all of our links should be on whatever platform you are listening to us on. If you want an easier way to follow our content, some of our individual content directly, there will be stuff on YouTube, but also you can find Stark at OlderheadEye61 on Twitch. You can find Sack at Dijon Custard on Twitch, and you can find me at EpicPrince15 on Twitch. And with that, have a good one, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a really bad one.
Bye.